Section 4. The Universal Disease. The vast majority of humanity suffers from the same disorder. I call it the universal disease, and it is the root of all your problems. It is such a cunning disease that with a little help from the loudest voices, the majority of sufferers are unaware that they are in its grip. If you are in the minority, the ones who already know or the ones who do not think it utterly ridiculous, then there is a simple cure. The individual is birth, suffering, and death. The inevitability of suffering is the result of the universal disease, which occurs sometime after birth and ends with the death of the body or the cessation of identifying oneself as the body. The disease causes three things: limitation, suffering, and death, when there are no such things. If you think you were born, if you think you are an individual in the world, you are suffering from this universal disease. It appears with the individual's realization of being a thing in the world. And limitation, suffering, and death are always there from the moment that false realization sets in. The disease is caused by misidentification. You have identified yourself as being something that you are not. Your body was born, and it was obvious that you were that body. Of course it was. The body had been named. You learned to answer to that name. You became the person you are today, but you are not a name, not a body, not a person. With the realization of being an individual in the world, along with the beginning to grasp your native language, you began to experience thought, and all of your thoughts were centered around being an individual in the world. I am this body, and the world is there outside of me, all around. Hello, I am a child. I am a boy. I'd wear my Spider-Man pajamas all day long if I had the chance. You hit me, I'll hit you back. I want that thing over there, so how can I get it? I don't want that to happen to me again, so I won't be playing in the rose bushes anymore. I like tomatoes. I hate the smell of napalm in the morning. I wonder if I pinch my father's nipple again really, really hard, will he scream louder this time? Yes, he will. And so you explore the world as being a thing within it. Everything is about being a body and a mind, a person, an individual, a limited thing in a vast world of many things. Everything is about desires and fears, wants and dislikes, this and that, and you are at the center of it. Everything is about thinking, 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 but you are not the mind. The mind is nothing but a collection of thoughts. All thoughts are fundamentally about you being in the world, and all thoughts, if you look deeply into them, are about desire, wanting approval, control, and freedom, or just the most mundane of rubbish looping over and over. Thoughts are what cement you in knowing yourself to be the body, a person in the world. Thoughts are what create and perpetuate the illusion of you being limited, needing, and desiring with the world outside of you. Thoughts create the individual. Thoughts create suffering where there is none. Thoughts conceal your true face. I think, therefore I am, or so you've been told, and you think you are an individual. You think you are at the mercy of the world, of others, of fate, of your own body and mind, but you are infinitely greater than what you think you are.